Hi guys, it's the man from Amsterdam again. This is part 2 of my series on how to beat Contra for the NES. If you missed part 1, be sure to check out that video before watching this one. If you did, awesome. It means you already made it halfway through the game. So let's not waste any more time and let's do this. Next up is Snowfield. Now the game starts getting really difficult, so remember my one rule, keep it slow. The first enemy of the stage will be another turret. If you keep low, he cannot hit you. So stay down and shoot him. You gotta have some quick reflexes on this one, because as soon as they're on screen, they'll shoot. Watch out for grenades being thrown over the trees. You can't touch them. And watch out for the explosion, because that can also kill you. This stage will have a lot of manned turrets and grenades. That's kind of the whole stage. Right after the grenades, there's another guy on a turret. If you lost your spread gun, you can get a machine gun here. Otherwise, just ignore it. The next part is self-explanatory. Watch out for manned turrets and grenades. The next part is a bit tricky. You're gonna make your way across some platforms. In the water there's multiple scuba divers. They still shoot the same projectile in the air as before. So watch out for the 3 bombs and their blast radius. If you're quick enough, you can shoot the 3 flying pods from the air. One of them holds a useful item. If you pick it up, everything on screen will explode, killing most of the scuba divers. Quickly make your way across the platforms and shoot the sniper. Next up is a mini-boss. It's a jeep with a gun mounted on top, which moves towards you. It stops about halfway before shooting you. This one takes a lot of hits, so get ready for some intense button mashing. When you know where to stand, these things are extremely easy. Just follow my lead. Go all the way to the left of the screen and move towards the right. And then there's one tip I can give you. Just keep pressing the button. The jeep's bullets cannot hit you. It will change color a couple of times before it's destroyed. And you're ready to move on. Watch out for the sneaky manned turret in the background. Immediately after, there's another mini-boss. It's the exact same thing as just before. Once again, move your character towards the left of the screen, face right and keep shooting. Bang! There goes the jeep. After that, get ready for more manned turrets and grenades. Once again, it's pretty self-explanatory. The boss of the stage is either really easy or really difficult, depending on your gun. If you get the spread gun, the only thing you need to do is hold up and shoot. You'll shoot its projectiles and the small enemies that appear on the left and the right side of the boss. After only a couple of seconds, it's done. If you have the default gun, this fight will be a lot more difficult. The biggest tip I can give you is you can still shoot everything with your default gun. So stand directly beneath the boss and shoot upwards. So you will hit the boss and shoot its projectiles coming right at you. When the small enemies start to move in on you, move away from the boss line of fire and shoot the small enemies before they can hit you. After that, the boss will disappear and reappear on another place on the screen. Quickly move under the boss and shoot up until the small enemies are closing in on you once again. Rinse and repeat. So stand directly under the boss, shoot up and move away while the small enemies are moving closer. Then focus your firepower on the small enemies while waiting for the boss to reappear and do the whole thing all over again. After that, Energy Zone. One of the most difficult levels in the game. It starts out easy enough. Move up some platforms, shoot the sniper and get the machine gun if you only have the default gun. If you have the spread gun, skip it. Manned turrets from Snowfield also return here. Jump over their bullets or keep low to stay safe. I keep on repeating myself, but please, remember to keep it slow. That and keeping the spread gun are my 2 biggest tips on beating this game. After a couple more enemies, the real obstacle of the level will appear. It's fire coming from damaged pipes. The fire only comes out when you're close to it and always moves in the same pattern. You can make the jump from either the top or the bottom one, but I recommend the bottom one, because if you take the top platform, there's a high chance the fire will hit you. Even if you choose the bottom option, it will not be easy. You gotta time your jump just right, otherwise the fire will hit you and kill you. So wait it out, time it, and make the jump. Like that. As soon as you're on the other side, keep low and shoot. There will be another manned turret at your face. Stay on the bottom path and look out for the fire on top. If you just keep on walking and don't jump, you'll be fine, because the fire can't get low enough to hit you. Afterwards, there'll be fire coming from 3 areas from the wall. Keep low to evade them. The first fire reaches pretty far, so be sure to duck in advance. When it disappears, take a few steps and bunker yourself down on the ground once again. Afterwards, quickly jump on the first platform and stay low. The next 2 jumps you can probably make in one go, but if you're unsure, just jump once and keep low at the last platform. After that, you gotta do it one more time. I'm sure you can do it. When you're on top, shoot the sniper. Now the next one is a bit tricky. There's fire coming from the top and there's fire coming from the bottom right. If you jump down without thinking, you will probably get hit, and there's a great item in the grey box below. First thing you want to do is try and shoot the box to make the item appear. It's a shield, and you can use that shield to quickly finish the rest of the stage. But getting it is the tough part. You're gonna time your jump just right, so when the bottom fire is retracting, you're on the floor below. Wait for the right moment. Try to lure out the fire by jumping up. When you're confident it's the time to jump, go for it. But don't immediately go for the shield. Instead, jump to the first platform you see. Because if you try to make your way up into the shield, you'll get hit by the fire and lose a life. Wait for the fire to appear and then jump to get the shield. Now for the first time in the game, don't take it slow. Instead, just focus on finishing the stage as quick as possible. Keep on running, jump on these platforms and take the high road. Keep pressing right, don't jump. You'll end up on the low platform. Jump once more, hit the turret, keep going and make your way to the small platform below. As you can see, the shield has disappeared, but we have also reached the end of the stage. Move your way into the right of the small platform and jump up. The fire cannot hit you then. The background color will change to a luminous purple and then the boss will appear. I always thought it was like a really big rugby player with spikes on his shoulders. He isn't too difficult, but jumping over him takes practice. He does 2 things. He walks from side to side and he throws a projectile at you. Sometimes he jumps in the air to intimidate you, but that's kinda all it is. When he shoots projectiles, jump over them. You can't destroy them. Even if you have the default gun, this isn't too difficult. A good thing to remember is that he only shoots projectiles while he's standing still on either the left or the right side of the screen. When he is destroyed, the door opens and you can enter the big jukebox. Alright, 2 more stages to go. Don't get discouraged now, you're doing awesome. Next up is Hangar. For me, this is the most difficult stage in the game, so beware. A lot of times in this stage you have the option of taking either the high or low path. I usually stick with the upper path because I think it's a bit easier than the lower path. But if you're having trouble with certain parts, you can always try switching it up, see if it works better for you. Now the first thing you'll see are like spikes hanging from the ceiling. The white ones don't move and can't kill you. It's the orange brownish ones that do move and can kill you. They kind of remind me of the spikes in Double Dragon 2. Those golden claws all have like a set pattern in which they go down. So before you move, learn their pattern before moving on. Once again, I take the high path because I think it's a bit easier. In this next area there will be spiked walls coming out from the floor. There's no warning for them. So once again, just take it slow and shoot them when they're up. There's not a lot of tips I can give you for the next part. Nothing that I haven't said already. Take it slow, watch out for the spiked wall coming out from the floor and watch the pattern on the golden claws before you decide to move on. Just a quick tip, those red cards also kill you when you hit them, but you can stand on them and then they'll take you to the right. In order to reach the shield, you'll need to stand up on the red card below and then jump on a platform to get it. It will make the next part a lot easier. As you can see, it accidentally shot the card, so that means I can't get the shield anymore. Instead, you should do something like this. Jump on the first red card you see and make your way to the top platform. And that's how it's done. For this part I really recommend going the high route, because that path is a lot easier than down. On the high path there's just a couple of spiked walls you need to shoot, but below there's golden claws from hell. These only move when you're standing really close to them and are sometimes a bit unpredictable, especially the last one. As you can see, even I died in that part. After that, shoot some more spiked walls and then make your way into a killer room made of golden claws and a spiked wall at the end. These will move separate from each other, so just take a step to the right or the left in order to stay safe. Take your time shooting the spiked wall and continue your way to the right. Watch out for some more manned turrets. Just keep low. The boss of the stage is the building itself. You gotta shoot the plus symbol on the right of the screen. There's 2 small turrets on the bottom of the screen which shoot the same projectiles as the scuba divers. 3 bombs in the air which explodes on impact. What makes it even more difficult are the standard white soldiers which move towards you. If you have the spread gun, this boss will be done in 2 or 3 seconds. Just move all the way to the right and keep shooting. It will be destroyed in no time. If you don't, this boss is tricky. If you have the default gun, stand towards the right of the screen as much as possible so you can hit the boss. The bombs that are coming from below will not directly hit you, only the blast radius. So get out at the last second and keep shooting the plus symbol afterwards. Keep on doing this and eventually you'll win. Don't forget to take out the white soldiers as quickly as possible, because you don't have much space to move. When a door opens, shoot the white soldiers immediately, and when you see them coming from the left, just shoot them. Afterwards is the last stage of the game. Last stage! Last stage! Last stage! Alien's Lair. Now the game changes it up completely. Gone are all the soldiers, but instead we'll be fighting aliens. You can get some guns at the start. Before long, some flying shrimps come into the screen and try to attack you. There's a big, phallus-like monster puking out those shrimps. I'm not sure if he's sick or whatever else is wrong on him, but the one thing I do know is we gotta shoot him. Use the same tactic that you used in the last boss. Keep shooting in this direction, and when he shoots his minions, shoot them to destroy them. Keep this up, it shouldn't be too hard, and it's dead. Watch out for the rainbow colored surface. I'm not sure what it is, maybe it's lava or like acid or something, but if you fall into it, you'll die. Next up, you'll see some creepy mouth shooting white projectiles. Once again, you can shoot the white projectiles, so always do that. Those projectiles will come homing in on you, so shoot them before they have the chance to do so. After, focus your firepower on the monster itself. Don't rush, keep it slow. The next area is pretty self-explanatory. Keep going right, jump over the pits and shooting the monsters. After a couple of them, you'll see a facehugger right from Alien coming right towards you. That means we're almost at the boss. They jump at you when they're close, so watch out. And there it is, the last boss of the game. A giant heart at the center of the alien's lair. At the top and bottom there's 4 hatching eggs, which produce more aliens. The heart itself is your main target and actually doesn't do any attack itself. I'd recommend taking out a couple of the eggs before you focus your firepower on the heart. Because the more eggs you take out of the picture, the easier this fight will become. First, shoot down the 2 eggs in the bottom. When the aliens come at you, just move your way back a bit. Try to shoot them or jump over them. When you have the time, shoot the eggs. When the bottom ones are out of the way, there's just the 2 at the top left. You don't have to take them out, but I usually take out one of them before I focus all my firepower on the heart. That way I can just blast away until it's destroyed. The heart will beat faster and faster before it eventually will explode. And there you have it. We did it. If I can, you can as well. I hope my tips helped you get through this game, and if I missed anything, please let me know in the comments below. For now, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this. See ya!